Hey guys, Marcus Catkin from Blindside Football. First off, I want to say sorry for not having a daily fantasy update yesterday. We had a big storm up here in New England, and unfortunately I was encountering some internet issues. So had I taped one, I wouldn't have been able to get it up online for you anyway. But my every intention was to tape one for you, just like I am today. So today, we're going to go ahead and recap all those Turkey Day games for you, starting with the Bears and the Lions. First up, Matthew Stafford. Guys, I've been talking about this a lot on the podcast. He has an excellent playoff schedule, an excellent schedule in general coming up, and I think we're going to see him kind of get his groove back and be back to that top 5 quarterback class that we kind of expected him to be at the beginning of the year. He's got Calvin Johnson back. He's got an excellent schedule, 390 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions in this game. Both touchdowns going to Calvin Johnson, who had 11 catches for 146 yards. This is what you expect from these two guys, and like I said, excellent schedule the rest of the way through the season, the rest of the way through your fantasy season. So I like both of them a lot moving forward. Also, with Reggie Bush out again, Joique Bell continues to be a running back 2 here. 23 carries, 91 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Like I said, I like him a lot as a running back 2 with Reggie Bush out. Bears side of the ball, Forte has a really down game here, just 5 carries for 6 yards. The 13 rushing yards the Bears had in this game, the 3rd lowest in franchise history. Kind of bails you out with those 6 catches for 52 receiving yards. It's kind of what Forte does, get you that total yards over 100 usually, quite frequently. Not here in this game, but sees them again week 16, but I'm a little okay with it because Forte has been excellent at home, and he plays them at home throughout the fantasy playoffs. Weeks 14, 15, and 16 at home. Like I said, 16 against Detroit, but he plays a lot better at home, so I'm not worried about Matt Forte. I am, however, worried about Brandon Marshall. He's been really down all season, and in my eyes, at least for the last few weeks, I've been ranking him this way. Alshon Jeffrey is the much better receiver, catches the 2 touchdowns in this game, and like I said, moving forward for me, Alshon Jeffrey is going to be ranked higher than Brandon Marshall moving forward. Has been the last couple of weeks for me, and will definitely continue to be so moving forward. Eagles at Cowboys. LeSean McCoy, another good game. 2 good games in a row here. 25 carries, 159 rushing yards, and a touchdown. Guys, I think he's back. I mean, this was a much tougher matchup than last week, and he still looked excellent. I think he's really coming back for you and just in time for your fantasy playoffs. Tony Romo, on the other hand, yuck, guys. 199 passing yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's another guy that's got a good playoff schedule coming up, so I'm going to expect a lot more out of him. But he has the down game here. Hopefully he turns it around just in time for your playoffs. Seahawks, 49ers. Like to see Marshawn Lynch in this one. He had a really good performance here. 20 carries, 104 rushing yards, and what was a tough matchup for him. Obviously that 49ers defense is very good against the run, so I like seeing Lynch get over 100 yards here in this game. Makes me feel really good about him in the fantasy playoffs when he has a couple other tough matchups coming up. He's been looking really good, guys. He is a running back 1 for a reason. Meanwhile, 49ers side, you really can't trust anybody, even Frank Gore in this one. Everybody on the Niners side, under 40 total yards here. Just really can't get that offense going together this year. Colin Kaepernick has really been struggling. Tough to trust any 49ers player right now. If I had to pick one, maybe 2 I should say, it's Gore and Anquan Boldin because of how well Boldin's been playing recently, but just really tough to trust anybody receiving the ball from Colin Kaepernick right now. Don't forget to subscribe below for my daily fantasy updates, and follow me on Twitter @MarcusCatkin.